Where do you see yourself in 5 years? If you can't answer that question, then I completely understand, and I'm not going to hold you to it, and you can take as long as you want to answer that question, as long as it isn't 5 years. Anyway, right, if you haven't already guessed what this episode is about, all you gotta do is just look down at the title and hopefully you'll be able to figure it out. Hopefully my dumbass doesn't change the title at like the last second and calls it like space or some shit. I don't know. But for now, we're just gonna talk about something that I feel like I never have. Something that I feel as though that the older I'm getting, the more it dwindles. Gee, Ed, you got real fucking deep in the fucking first 30 seconds. You think you can calm it down a little bit? Listen, alright? I'm just being real with you, okay? Sometimes we can have a laugh and we can goof off and everything, but other times I gotta sit down and I gotta look at everybody and I gotta go, boys, I'm not happy. I haven't been happy in 2 years. It has been 2 grueling years since I have actually had a smile on my face and I've let it stay there. There have been times where I've laughed, but you know, obviously with laughter I can't laugh forever or I'll die. So, and the reason for that is because of time. I never feel like I have time to do anything. Every time get it? Anyway, every time I get up in the morning, I think about my routine, I think about my schedule, but every single time I have something that I want to do, I always think to myself, do I have time to do it? And the obvious answer is, yeah, there's fucking 24 hours in a day. I've got a lot of time to do a lot of things. But the problem with that is that a lot of the things that I would like to do take more time than others. So if I want to edit my videos for the week, that's going to take me at least, like, if I want to do it all in one day, that's probably going to take me, like, I'm ballparking here, 4 or 5 hours? 6, 7 if I take a couple breaks in between. I usually edit the first 6 videos, which is 2 videos for the 3 days, and then the day that I have off, I will take the time in the middle of the week when all 3 of the videos are, actually, when all 5 of the videos are up, and then when that 5th video goes up, which is on a Wednesday, which is usually the day that I normally have off, I will take that Wednesday, and I will use that day to upload the rest of my videos. And that I'm okay with. I like that part of my, I like my time being used up in that sense. If I am in control of how my time is spent throughout my day, I have nothing to worry about. It's the same as money. If I know where my money is going and I know what I'm putting into it, I am not worried about where it goes or how it gets there, because I know what's going on. If I wake up and I have to be at work at 2, I won't want to do anything. And this is a really stupid mentality to have, but I hate having to go to work in the afternoon or around the evening, because it's the only thing I will be thinking about. Even though I have to go to work at 5 and I woke up at like 10 a.m., I feel like I never have time to do anything. I always feel like, oh, if I do this, it's going to take me like until like 1, and then when 1 comes around, I'm only going to have like 4 hours left before I have to go to work, and oh, I don't know what I'm going to be able to do in those 4 hours. And it's funny because I'll end up doing a lot of things, you know. If you leave me alone long enough, I'll end up squeezing something in there nonchalantly. I don't know how I do it, but I do it anyway. Like, right now, it's 11:30 right now, and I have to go to work in the morning, and I got off work just now at 10, not just now, like an hour ago. So, in the grand scheme of things, I don't have time to record this because I have to go to bed. And then when I wake up, I won't have time to do anything. because I'll have to get ready for work in the morning and that sort of thing. And it's just, I don't like the fact that my time is being wasted. I hate wasting my time. If there's anything more in this world that I loathe other than like annoying 9-year-olds, you know the ones, and just middle-aged people who fucking will wring your neck if you don't fucking if you don't like scan a coupon with every item that they've brought so far. Those are the only two things that I fucking detest, but I don't hate anything more than when my time is wasted. I want to do something. Okay? I've been sitting on this godforsaken planet for 22 years. And in those 22 years, only 2 of those years, only 1 of those years, I've actually sat down and said to myself, I want to do something with my time. I'm sitting here like a lazy fuckwad who's going to work at a dead-end job that he doesn't like, and I obviously have interests in other areas. What the fuck am I doing? So, one day, I got up and I decided, hey, it's time I actually start taking the time out of my day and putting it to good goddamn use. Because after I turned 17, that's when I started realizing that I am wasting my time. You know, this is what I told myself. I'm not tooting my own horn or anything, but this is just what I was like, I'm clearly a creative person. I clearly love YouTube. I clearly want to be that guy that can put his footprint down on the world and everybody can look at it and go, look at that. That guy made a difference. It's all I want to fucking do. Cheesy or not, I don't give a shit. I don't just want to fucking sit here. Okay? I have the time. I might as well use it to my advantage. And I know a lot of you are probably out there going, Ed, I feel you. I want to put my time to good use as well. But I don't know how to use my time properly. I don't know. See, here's the thing, is because my situation, I feel is different. I mean, I don't know. I could ask, but I don't know who to ask. I don't know. I have no idea if anybody else out there is like, I want to put my time that I have to good use. Or I feel like I never have time for it. Actually, you know what? I know somebody, and it's my friend, but he's probably asleep right now, so I can't really call him and ask him. But we have had this conversation before, that we both feel like we never have time to do anything. We never have time to relax. We never have time to do other things other than wake up, go to work, come home, go to bed. That's literally all I do, other than stream or edit. And editing and streaming is my getaway from the fucking terrible times that I have at work. When I stream and when I edit my videos, there's this feeling of bliss, this feeling of I'm right where I want to be, and I don't want to go anywhere else. And because of school and work, my time with that blissful feeling is shortened. And even though I could have 2 hours or 3 or an entire day, I still feel like I don't have enough time in my week, in my day, in my morning to do what it is that I want to do. If you're out there right now and you're listening to this and you feel as though that you don't have time for anything, I cannot stress this enough. It's 2 words. Make time. People have been telling me this for years. I'm gonna say people have been telling me this for years. Make time for yourself, please, because it's taken me up to this point when I finally realized this is bullshit. Like, I'll only have that thought maybe like once or twice, like a year, where I'm just like, this is fucking stupid, and I'll just get up and I'll just walk out. I'm like, what am I doing? This is dumb. Other times I'll tough it out because I'll be like, all right, let's see what's at the end of this road. But other than that, Like, I'll realize, and you know what's worse? I'll realize it way too late. Way too late. I'll find this out like a year and a half after I've been complaining about it, because that's all I'll do. Because, I mean, I'm a complainer. I complain about a lot of things. I complain about a lot of things that are not in my control, and I complain about a lot of things that are in my control, i.e. time. I have control on my time, not on time in general. Fuck me if that was the case, jeez. But I am in control of what I want to spend my time doing. Because at the end of the day, quote unquote, if I can get a little bit metaphorical here, you'll have to excuse me, it's my clock, okay? And if I want to reset it or maybe pause it or fast forward, I don't know, I feel as though that I have the right to do that, and a lot of other people do as well. But if they're anything like me, it's going to take them a little bit. It's going to take them a little bit to figure it out. They might need a smack upside the head, and I mean that in the most sincere way. Because, I mean, you probably need to smack me upside the head a couple times before I can be like, oh, you know? So, that's my only thing. Is that I never felt like I had enough time to do anything, and it wasn't until now that I realized that I need to actually start. I don't know how to put this, to be fairly honest with you. All I know is it has to stop. This time wasting has to stop. Because, like, I have my wants, my aspirations, there we go. My aspirations are way too vast and ambitious for me to just be sitting here going, I'll just keep working, you know, maybe at some point it'll work out and I'll just, you know, I'll finally become my job. Or maybe the place I work at will finally burst into flames and I'll just have to leave. Because that's what was going on. Don't be like me. Do not sit around and wait for time to change itself. That doesn't make any sense, but hopefully it made sense to you. Don't sit around and wait for something else to come around and go, hey, you don't look like you're enjoying yourself. Follow me! And you go, ah, cool! And you start flying away off into the sunset with, I don't know, a disembodied voice that kind of sounds like some sort of 50s cartoon character. You know? Believe me, my friend, you were going to be sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting, and the longer you wait, the more you start to realize, I could be doing something else right now. And that is not what you need to be telling yourself. Well, I mean, if you're telling yourself that, it's time, it came back around. It's time to do something about it. Don't be like me, where I just sat around. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but don't be like me who just sat around and was sort of just waiting for somebody else, you know, to lift you up, or waiting for somebody to tell you something that you already fucking knew. Don't be that guy. Alright? I am putting in my 2 weeks tomorrow. I'm quitting my job because it is a waste of my time. It is a waste of my, I don't even know what this, I don't want to say talent and intellect. What am I, a celebrity? I'm too posh to be fucking posh. Fuck me. The point is, okay, I don't need to be working there. A lot of people besides me do not need to be working there. They could be off being business owners, doctors, and nurses. But it's just, maybe they figured it out. I mean, I've had conversations with them time and time again about how this all is a waste of time. But the only problem is, the reason why I never left as early as I did was because I didn't know what was going to happen on the other side. But you know what? Sometimes you got to take time for yourself. You need to set aside time for yourself. You cannot just sit there and wait for something to happen. You cannot wait for Father Time to step out of his grandfather clock and go, here, have another hour, and then leave. You have to stand up and be like, you know what? I'm tired of having my time wasted. And you take control. That's what you need to do. That's why I'm putting in my 2 weeks. That's why I'm quitting my job. Because I don't have time to deal with this anymore. I really don't. I do not have time to be sitting around and watching my life. And I know I'm only 22. Like, I'm not that old, but fuck me, man. This is probably the best time that I can use to basically fuel my ambition and my desires. And if I want to do something, now is the time to do it. And if you are about the same age, or you're a little bit older than me, or even if you're way older than me, but you feel as though that right now is the time where you need to do something, get up. Well, not now. If you're like sitting down and it's probably like, almost midnight like it is for me, don't get up, sit, go to bed if you want to. But the point is, tomorrow, in a week's time, just do it. Don't say when you're gonna do it. Don't say, oh, I'm gonna do it in a little bit. I just need it. Just do it. Do it. Just in the words of the most influential man of 2015? Was that when that video came out? 2015, 2016? Just do it. Because you will feel a lot better after it's done. Okay? You will cross that bridge when you get to it. I may be giving out terrible advice. Okay? And if I come back in like a month's time and go, this is a terrible idea, then don't take what I say, don't read everything that I say, or don't listen to everything that I say. But for right now, this is just me going off of my personal experience. I don't want to have my time wasted anymore. So I'm not going to. I refuse to sit here and let my ambitions just be that. I'm gonna go make it a fucking reality, boys. And I want you guys to join me. Not like literally. You don't have to do the exact thing that I'm doing. You don't have to go get a job at a department store and then work there for like 7 months and then go, yeah, this is shit, and then leave. Don't do that. But if you're in the same boat, if you're working at a place for like a month, it's the perfect time to leave. If you're like, oh, I don't really like this place, it's the perfect time to leave. Unless you've already established relationships with some of your coworkers, then just be like, I'm putting in my 2 weeks. It was a pleasure working with you. I'll catch you later. But if you've been working at a place for years and you don't like it, but okay, if you're working at a place for years and you don't like it, but you need it, and it's giving you income to support a family, then don't listen to me at all. Do not listen to anything that I'm saying. But if you are working at a part-time job or a full-time job, but you live with your parents and, everything is already paid for and everything, don't feel bad at all, okay? Because that just means you have more time to figure stuff out. And once you finally figured it all out, you can just unclamp yourself and you can be free, because at that point, I have confidence in you that you know what you're going to be doing and you're going to be doing it right, okay? What is it? What do you have to take away from this video? Don't let your time be wasted. Do not sit there and let the time that you could be using for bigger and better things just pass you by. Get up and go get your fucking time back, boys, okay? It's time to... Fuck, I thought I had like a really good end off, but man, my brain just drew a fucking blank, boys. That was terrible. Oh, well, you already get the gist of it, boys, alright? Don't be like me. That's what you can take away from this video. Don't be like me. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode, because I certainly enjoyed making it. If you want to catch more content like this, be sure to like the video and subscribe, and I'll definitely catch you guys in the next one.